It's Norm from Tested. I'm here outside of Las Vegas, Nevada at a shooting range of all places with Mark Hornblatt. Now, you're an organizer with Game of Drones. We talked to you at Maker Faire, where you guys had a whole tent set up where people were fighting with drones, quadcopters, but we're actually gonna get to fly them today.
Yeah, you're gonna get in the arena and fight the drones yourselves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, we've flown like racing quads, mini quads, the ready-to-fly ones from 3D Robotics and Phantoms, but this is a little different. These are quadcopters that you guys have designed and built for combat, so they're resilient.
That's correct. We started building the drones because we were flying and fighting commercial drones a few years ago, like a Friday night fight club, but with drones. And the commercial drones that we would get would be so fragile that they really wouldn't survive the night, and so you'd spend hundreds of dollars for an evening of fighting.
Right, it's an expensive hobby.
Very expensive. And that inspired us to figure out how to make a drone that was durable enough and resilient enough that it could take the combat arena and come back for more with a minimum of tools needed, a minimum of replacement parts needed. And we've pretty much created a drone now that's nearly indestructible. We shoot it with a shotgun, we land it on the water, we fly through fire, we beat it with a baseball bat, drop it from hundreds of feet, and the drone airframes that we built just keep coming back for more.
So it's really the airframe that you guys have designed,
Correct.
something that's still going to be compatible with a existing flight controller, the motors that anyone can buy from any hobbyist website.
Correct.
And so describe the airframe and design of this.
Well, both of these airframes are made from unique materials that we have a proprietary formula on. This is built off of a polycarbonate blend, and it's got a few special chemicals in it, I suppose, that make it a little more resilient for our needs. This one is based on a military spec material that's used for gun holsters, for aeronautics, airplane parts. And again, we got a special formula blend on it to be a little more resilient for our needs. And what we've come up with is a drone that, unlike almost any airframe you'll ever come across, I mean, these things just can really take the abuse, and they just come back for more.
And everything is packaged on the inside. So
Everything's on the inside.
The battery, all your expensive flight controllers, all that stuff, the speed controllers, everything is on the inside.
It's all protected from impacts, but the monocoque design also protects it from the environment. So nothing gets wet in there. You can shoot paintballs at these all day long, and the internals stay clean from all the paintball.
So what's a good strategy, now that I have you and Will's over there, what's a good strategy for taking down one of these with another one?
That's a good question. There's a few different techniques that people have come up with. Generally speaking, the first rule is try to be above the other guy. That way you can kind of come down and hit him from above. That's generally a good way to go. Although a couple of fighters can actually come up from below and knock you out of the sky that way. If you can tip one of the rotors, you have a good chance of knocking the guy, if not to the ground, at least into the net.
Okay.
So really the best strategy is stay out of the other guy's prop wash, stay out from below him, and keep trying to get that upper hand.
Wow. All right. And then is the goal to break a prop or just to get them tangled in the netting?
The scoring is based on hitting the ground or getting tangled, each of which is worth a point. So each player starts with 3 points, and each time you either hit the ground or hit the net, you lose a point. And so the first person to reach 0 is eliminated.
Very cool.
And so it's pretty brutal. The final point, though, has to be a clean kill. It can't be like a sacrificial kill. You have to stay in the air to get that final point on the other guy.
All right, now that we have the rules, let's get to actually some fighting.
Let's get you in there.
Awesome.
We had one time we lost 5 props in the
The 3 basic rules are: rule number 1, keep your drone in the air. Rule number 2, hit the other guy as hard as you can. And rule number 3, the most often forgotten and maligned rule: don't crack under the pressure. You have 3 minutes to knock the other guy to the ground.
Now Nate and I will go down and we'll get you up and going. So what's important though is that when you guys do down, throttle down and put it in safety mode.
Okay,
So
bottom left.
Bottom left, okay.
Now it's off. Nothing to go.
Are you ready?
Check your
Yeah.
throttle. Make sure you're on. Okay. All right. Pilots, look ready.
We're ready.
They're ready.
Fine.
How about you folks out there? You folks ready to do battle? Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And
Norm.
they are in the air and fighting. It's the amazing game throws.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Stay clean, stay clean.
That is going to cost him a point.
It's too aggressive.
Norm, it's important you perform well enough here that we can use this video.
That's right.
R in the air and fighting.
Oh, oh.
That's right. Oh my God. Oh, and.
Hold
down and left.
Sometimes the excitement of battle.
I'm not-
causes one
oh,
to
there we
make
go.
A quick mistake with the joystick. These things happen. We're kind of used
These
to it.
things happen, Will.
That was you.
There are pills for that.
That was you. Oh no, that was me.
That was
Shit.
you.
Love helping one another.
That was
I was
Will.
watching the wrong quad.
Oh.
That does happen to everybody.
Can you throttle up, Will?
I'm working on it.
There you go.
Yeah. They are in the air and fighting. Let the fight continue. Look at that.
Really? Oh,
Oh. I'm just hoping for a collision.
I thought
Any
you were
collision.
close.
To retrieve that drone, oftentimes we must remove it.
This is like the world's most expensive piñata.
All right, I think we're leaving it for now.
Will and Norm cannot
A
get
ringer.
you peacefully tonight.
Norm
Until
crashed
you know
his. Norm
who
crashed
walks
his. I
away
hooked mine in the
winner of
net.
this match.
A shameful performance.
That's $500.
Okay, okay.
There it goes.
And they are up and fighting. It's the amazing game of drones. Let the battle continue. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, keep it close to the ground. Oh, you're getting grounded. We have no idea how this is going to
Come on.
turn out.
Oh.
They're both in the air.
Oh no. I got excited. It happens to everybody.
Yeah, just get on in there. Oh, look at that. He hits him to the ground. Obviously, these two guys have worked together for too long.
I belly flopped on his drone.
You kind of grazed me.
Game point.
Oh.
The next person to hit the deck loses the
Don't hit the
match.
deck.
Don't hit the deck.
All right.
I just want one good crash.
Oh, oh, there we go.
Come back.
Heading towards the women's prison. Nope, it's going back into the arena.
Oh no.
It's out of the
So it turns out that
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Norm and I shouldn't be flying combat
we are
quads.
terrible at even colliding these against each other.
We were doing good to get up level and stay there for a minute. We're gonna let a couple of people who actually know what they're doing fly our last points.
All right, smack them together.
Get up on it. Do what you guys do best. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't go underneath.
There's still a sad quad on the ceiling.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. Ah. Yes. Yes.
By proxy.
By proxy, the two best words in the English language.
Norm is looking askance at his proxy pilot, wondering
Oh.
what on earth happened.
Things we learned.
Yeah.
These drones, these quadcopters, resilient for sure,
They're a lot harder to fly than the stuff we're accustomed to.
but we were banging them around, throwing them in the net, slamming them into the ground.
Locking them into the net, locking them into the net again, flying
they're still
outside
flying.
the cage, crashing into Norm a little bit once. This stuff's much harder than it looks. We're gonna have to practice up.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for this
Do
yet.
this again. So that's it for us out in the desert flying quads. We'll see you on Tested with more soon. Bye.